Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I am back with another Volcano Island video. And if you haven't noticed, it looks like my character is just on some type of crazy drug, but that's because this is a pre-recorded video, so all this stuff has just happened. The video was about 40 minutes long throughout the entire thing, but I decided to go ahead and triple the speed to make it about a 13-minute video, the normal length of my regular videos. I wanted to show this because a lot does happen in this video that is important, but it's mostly just me grinding. That's all. That's all I'm doing. This entire video is just walking around, knocking out Miscrits, gaining the experience. What I was trying to do mostly was also find out where water Miscrits were hidden, because I know that there's specific places that certain Miscrits are hidden. Also, it's kind of funny. Right now, my Bone Chi is almost half the level of my Dark Vipered. Oh, there we go. I did find one water Miscrit, so I get all excited and I start searching around more and more here. And of course, I find another Vipered. So I did eventually find where some water Miscrits spawn pretty frequently, but I wasn't always as lucky. But I do get a little bit lucky here. But like I said, my Bone Chi is level 4 compared to the Dark Vipered, which is level 6 at the moment. And wow, they're already leveled up again. Man, I'm good. I'm good at this game. So far, it's a lot better than previously. By the way, that guy still is very creepy, that he just hides there. Every time I found one of these, the Thotharos, I just shuddered. I was like, no, another Thotharo. And for some reason, every time he did his burn, I lagged a lot. And it really didn't help very much. I also found out in that fight just then that Debaser helps me out quite a bit. Like, it really lowers their defense by a pretty big margin. Margin. Like, one Debaser can double my damage, and the second Debaser almost quadruples it. So it's really nice. So my Dark Viper got knocked out, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time, not leveling up Bone Chi, so I might as well go ahead and spend the time to level him up while I'm waiting for my Virtue to come back so I can heal. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have gone back. I have tons and tons of Virtue, so it doesn't matter to me too much, but, whatever. I decided to ignore it and just keep on training Bone Chi while I could. I figured that he would go down pretty quickly because at level 1 you're so weak, and I really overestimated my Miscrits for some reason between levels 1 through 4. I don't know why. And then I underestimate them because of how disappointed I was at lower levels. So, but then he started doing pretty good. Here's where I start running into some of the water Miscrits. And I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, man, if only Dark Viper was still kicking it. If only he was still alive right now, that'd be, or conscious, I guess. He'd be very helpful right now. And I noticed that I don't have one of these blow puffles, but I do end up getting one at the end of the video, or near the end of the video. But I'm getting excited here. I'm like, oh man, how many water type Miscrits can I run into? And I realized that I've run into 3 in a row. Of course, when Dark Viper's unconscious. But I get all excited here, and I'm thinking, oh man, I need to go back to the healer right now, get Dark Viper back, and then start running back into those water Miscrits. And so I go ahead and do just that. I heal up, run on back, going the wrong way apparently. And for some reason, from this point on, I start lagging a lot. I don't really know why. So I go over there to where the water miscrits were, and of course the very first miscrit I run into is a Thlothero. So, and I don't want to fight him with Dark Viper, you know, with the whole grass or nature versus fire thing. So I go ahead and switch to Bonchi. And you might notice a few cuts here because I try and cut out some of the very laggy parts. But, you know, of course I leave most of it in for you guys. Because I guess even if I'm lagging, you guys still want to see it. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm trying to, for some reason I'm being very cautious with my Dark Viper. Now that I realize how strong Bonchi is, and now that Bonchi and Dark Viper are at the same level, I start putting him more out there. This Viper was irritating. He kept trying to lower my defense. So, as I said earlier, Bonchi was 2 levels below Dark Viper when I first started doing this, and now in, you know, just a couple minutes here, although for me it's been like half an hour already, Bonchi is now a higher level. So, yeah, you guys have seen 6 minutes of it, but for me it's actually been a whole half hour of me doing this. So my goal was, it wasn't really my goal when I first started, but after a while I realized I'm going to go ahead and get these guys to level 10 so that I can fight the Magicite in the next video. And did you see that, what I did a minute ago? I used 2 Debasers and I did a headbutt, which usually does like 6 damage, and it did 106 damage. And, you know, I'm really starting to see the benefits to lowering your target's defense. So this is where I start really lagging out. In fact, I have a huge cut right after this. That gold took forever, so I cut here, and I come back when, you know, I was just running around waiting for it to load up correctly, and it finally did after a while. I seriously do hate running into Slotheros, which I actually ended up doing right here in a second. Seriously, when you're training a grass, or actually when you're training any Miscrit, it really is just a pain running into your Miscrit's opposite. You know, unless that, you know, unless it's in your favor, I guess. So, because I do love running into the water Miscrits when I'm training Dark Viper. But you know, that's why I always like to have another Miscrit that isn't one of the popular elements. I know the popular elements are fire, water, and nature. I believe so. I believe that's even true even in the arena. I could be wrong. I don't really watch a lot of arena fighting videos, and I do plan on doing some arena, but not right now. It's funny, actually. I did a little survey recently, and I asked my fans, "Hey, what type of videos would you guys want to see?" And no one said arena. No one said they wanted to see arena. So they all said capture rare Miscrits, but no one said arena. I felt really proud that I was able to knock out Blowpuffle just then. And finally, I'm getting really close to level 10 here on both my Miscrits, so I'm getting pretty excited and trying to get into fights quickly now, and I keep just getting gold all over the place. It really was really kind of irritating, but I finally ran into another water Miscrit, but of course I have Bonchi out instead of Dark Viper, but I did that to protect Dark Viper because he's really low on health until just now when I train him. But I do finally catch on right after this fight, after getting Bonchi hit a little while, that I need to put Dark Viper into the first position because I seem to be running into more and more water Miscrits, which is very lucky because, for obvious reasons, you know, trying to level up Dark Viper. Of course, I want to run into water Miscrits, and so, you know, again, like I said, I'm still excited here, and for some reason, I just keep getting gold, until right here where I finally run into another Blowpuffle, and I take advantage of my Debaser. Even though I probably don't need to, because Dark Viper is probably strong enough that he can probably one-hit those, and at the very least to hit them, or at the very most to hit them. But it's still very helpful, the Debaser, and I think I'm going to be using that more often in my fights. In fact, I'm planning on, when I fight the Magicite, starting out with Dark Viper, so I can just use my Debaser a lot. Even if he goes down, it'll be really helpful for the next Miscrit that jumps in there, I think. So Dark Viper just went down, and I'm fine with that. I would keep on going, but I really don't want Boneshy to get too far ahead of Dark Viper, so I go ahead and go back and heal. I cut that out, of course, so you guys don't have to watch me continue to walk back and forth, renewing my virtue, healing, walking back. So I go ahead and skip that out and can go straight back to training because, Bochy's so close to level 10, so close to his evolution. And he actually ends up leveling up right after this fight, which I'm so grateful that I keep getting Water Miscrit after Water Miscrit. So go ahead and level up Boneshy to level 10, getting his evolution, and Bony Breeze. And getting back to training Dark Viper because now he's really close to level 10. But anyway, as I mentioned before, I noticed that I didn't have a Blue Puffle, so I get Blue Puffle really low without killing him here. In fact, I get him down to 1 HP, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and capture him. And I call him Blowtopus because he looks more like an octopus to me than whatever. I'm assuming Blowfish was what they were going for. Which, he might look more like a Blowfish later on, but I'm pretty sure that it forces your Miscrits to change names after they evolve anyway, so I don't really know why they really give you the option to change their names when they're just going to change it back later anyway. And Dark Viper only needed 1 more experience, training him, and bam, level 10. Alright. Well, from here on, it's pretty simple. I just head on back to my house. And that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like the video narrating, I might do more of it. It's definitely a quick way to get to do a lot in a very short period of time for you guys. I mean, for you, this was just 11, 12 minutes, but for me, it was well over 40 minutes. And of course, doing the video narrating took an additional like half an hour to do because I keep messing up. And also my video actually lags while I'm recording. While I'm recording my audio, the video that I'm watching lags, so that makes it actually kind of difficult. Recording my audio while playing is a lot more fun. I think I come up with a lot better stuff on the spot, and it's also easier because if I'm lagging on screen, I'll point that out, and you guys can actually see that I'm lagging. So, I don't know. But if you guys like it, I might do more of that. But anyway, in the next video, in episode 11, I will actually go and finally fight the Magicite with my awesome team of Miscrits. And I will probably go and use Debaser first with Dark Viper and lower his defense, and we'll see what goes from there. We'll see what happens next time. Also, I noticed that I ranked up to level 71, so I will get my player trait. I haven't missed that. I will get that. But alright, I guess that's it for now, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.